Katt Williams ain't crazy. Now, y'all can say what y'all want about his past history and things like that, but I saw bits and pieces of that interview and his comments about Steve Harvey, and everyone knows the history. Monique said some of the same things about Steve Harvey. They blackballed her, called her crazy. People ain't start back listening to what Monique's been saying until Taraji P. Henson's online crying about her salary for movies. And don't forget, Bernie Mac, rest in peace, talked about what Steve Harvey did to him in the Ocean 13 movie, tried to get him off the movie. In our community, when someone's wealthy, if you speak against them, it's considered hating. So that's the biggest thing with Katt Williams and Steve Harvey and the Kevin Harts and them. Those guys are wealthy, very wealthy. I think Kevin Hart's worth almost $500 million. So to speak out against them is considered hate because they'll say, well, you're not as successful as them. That's why you're hating. Truth is truth. Katt Williams ain't as crazy as people making him out to be. He's not as crazy as people making him out to be. Y'all go back and do the research. And like I said, people wrote Monique off for almost 15 years of her comments about different people, and she spoke specifically about Steve Harvey, and she was on his show. And again, y'all wrote her off as crazy. She was blackballed. You know what I mean? Bernie Mac. Go back and look at that issue. Steve Harvey's had a lot of issues out there. And don't forget this, and Rickey Smiley and all of that. I like Rickey Smiley. He does a lot as far as talking about manhood, fatherhood, the black father, stand up for men's rights. But y'all don't understand, when it comes to urban black radio, that was controlled by the boule. We're going to go down that rabbit hole. Steve Harvey, Rickey Smiley, Tom Joyner, all three Q-Dogs, all three allegedly boule members. And they controlled black radio. Steve Harvey had his morning shows. Rickey Smiley had the younger urban crowd. And then Tom Joyner had the cruise crowd. So don't write Katt Williams off as crazy, because that whole little thing, they controlled radio. It was being controlled. All three of them Q-Dogs, all three of them alleged boule members. And they controlled radio. That's why you don't have Russ Parr on the morning shows anymore. Anybody in different regions knew about Russ Parr in the morning. He's not on the radio anymore. Warren Ballantyne, not on the radio anymore. Tavis Smiley, not on the radio no more. Him and Tom Joyner fell out live on the air. And they circled their little wagons. And those guys are not on the radio anymore. When the last time you heard Russ Parr on the radio? I'm talking about nationally syndicated radio. Warren Ballantyne, Michael Baisden. Michael Baisden was the one who broke the Gina 6 back in the days. And Tavis Smiley. He was almost like taken off of radio. You don't even see him on radio. You don't even really hear him on radio. I think he still has his PBS show. He did that for years, but Katt Williams ain't crazy. Y'all better do the knowledge.